Hello team and welcome back to the channel. So before starting the video, I would request you please subscribe to the channel. It helps a lot to me as well as the channel because your subscription, it does not cost anything, but it does help me to keep continuing or keep making hands-on videos or hands-on complete courses for you for free on YouTube. Okay, so yeah, I would request you please subscribe. That helps a lot. Also, one more thing for those people who want to have dedicated sessions for coming 2 months where you can prepare completely from scratch for DevOps, where I will cover like DevSecOps plus Cloud DevOps. We are going to use Azure DevOps for cloud part, and I'll make sure that you are ready for giving interviews and get a job. Okay, so this course is designed specifically from interview point of view, where we do mostly hands-on, but everything, as I say, we'll be doing from scratch. So even people who are trying to transition, they can also get the course and they can also study well. Okay, and the best part about this course is two things. First, I'll help you make a proper resume which will help you get a job as well as get shortlisted in the first step of interviews. Secondly, for people who are going to transition or people who are not from IT background, so as you know, like interviewers, they prefer people who are having deep knowledge in corporate level projects. Okay, so there are like a few sections in my course syllabus where I will guide you with 4 to 5 corporate level projects, basically the architecture of the project, how it looks, how it is built and how it is getting deployed, as well as what was my role as a DevOps engineer. So you can understand it properly, you can understand how it's done. Okay, and then you can use that to showcase your experience. Okay, so yeah, with that being said, let's get started. The course price is 6,000, which is not much as compared to the syllabus that we cover. And yeah, so you can just check it out if you want. Okay, coming to today's topic. So today is our day 5 of our 30 days of Python for DevOps, and today we are going to cover functions and modules. Okay, we are going to understand how we can create functions, how we can write it, and how we can work with Python modules. Okay, this is going to be very important session, and also with this day 5 completed, we'll be completing our first module, and after that 1 2 3 4 5 modules will be pending to complete 30 days of DevOps. Okay, again I'm saying, for people who are watching it and implementing, kudos to you. You'll be having, after 30-40 days, you'll be having a Python for DevOps added in your resume. For people who have not yet started, I would request you, please get started. I'm very in an easy way I'm trying to teach. You can implement it on the same day. In that way, coming 30 or 40 days, you'll be having a new language which will be added in your resume, Python for DevOps, which is going to be really useful. Okay, it's completely free, so yeah, make sure to just watch and start implementations. Okay, and yeah, so yeah, with that being said, let's get started. Okay, so I have created this this Visual Studio Code. Let me increase the brightness so that I can see it. It's little hard for me to see now. Okay, come, great. So yeah, so what exactly is functions and modules in Python? So let's start with function. Okay, so function is basically reusable piece of code. Okay, let's say I have written a source code that performs specific task. Okay, and I want to use that source code in multiple places in my script that I have created using Python. So instead of writing the source code again and again, what I can do, I can create a function and call the function wherever I want. Okay, and in that way it will save a lot of time, as well as it will make the it will make the code more efficient. Okay, let me explain how we will do that. Okay, so for creating a function, you will use the keyword def, which is basically short for define. Okay, one second, let me rename this. Sorry, I created this little wrong. Okay, let me create the file again, which will be day-5.py for Python. Great. Okay, so yeah, how do we create or define function? We'll be using keyword def. Okay, then a function name. For example, I will write the function name as greet. Okay, and inside greet, what I want to take as like argument or like input. So basically what I can type name. Okay, great. Now we will write the source code for this function. So what I'm going to do simply is print this thing. Okay, I will use print function inside it. Okay, and here I'm going to use f string. I will explain you f string, which is very important thing. Okay, hello dash name. Okay, and I will write in this format. Okay, now what exactly happens here, what we did, we have created a function named greet, and what this function does is basically gives us an output of whatever input that we provide in here. Okay, now let's say function is created, right? Let's say I want to call this function or use this somewhere. So to call it, simply what I can do, I can type greet. Inside it I can pass some parameter or argument, like let's say Aditya. Okay, I passed it in this format, and what I can do, let me save this and let me trigger it. So what it did, I provided some value to this function. It printed the thing that, like, it executed the whole function or the source code that was inside the function. The source code was simply to print the value. Okay, one more thing, you are seeing here I'm using f. Okay, so basically this refers to something known as f string. Okay, in case you are not aware, f string, so basically like when we are printing something, so inside it we may use variables along with this string. Okay, so to make sure that it is like it can be done very easily, what we do, we put f and in double quotes we write the whole string, and inside it, wherever we want to use variables, we'll be using curly braces, and inside curly braces just the name of the variable, as you can see here. Okay, and this becomes very easier to understand. Okay, now see, calling the function is very easy. We can just like call this function providing a different input. Okay, another thing which I can do is like greet, and let's say I will provide another variable which will be Aditi. Okay, so this is like second name, and I can again, what I can do, I can simply execute the program, and you can see it printed both the things. Okay, first it printed hello Aditya, second it printed hello Aditi. Okay, so in this way, what is the main thing that I'm trying to make you understand is like we created simple function. Okay, and we can use it anywhere we want simply by calling in this format. Okay, simply by calling the name of the function with providing some input to it. Okay, so that is one way the function can be created. Okay, this is the simple way. Like we can define the function name using def, then provide the function name. Okay, inside it, if you want to use some parameter, you can provide it. Okay, other than that, you can write the source code which you want to perform. Okay, now let me show you an example of another type of function. Okay, so yeah, we will again create new function. Let's say I want to create the function with the function name will be, let's say, sum, or like simply addition. I can write addition, and here what I'll be passing is x comma y. Okay, so I'm passing x comma y. We will put colon, and here what I want to perform basically is I want to return something. Okay, I want to return from this function. So what I want to return is I can write this command return x plus y. Okay, x plus y. Okay, so this function basically what it will do, it will return the answer. Okay, return the output basically. So okay, now let's say I want to use this function somewhere. So what I can do, first of all, I can create a variable equal to a. Okay, or like instead of creating a variable, I can simply call this. Okay, I will call this in this format directly. I will call it inside a print statement, print, and I will call in this format addition, let's say 3,4. Okay, and yeah, so let us see if this gives us output or not, or if it gives some error, we'll try to fix it. Okay, so let me do, okay, great. Now you can see it gave the output as 7. That means easily this is like another way of like using a function where we can return some output, and directly we can call inside print function directly. Okay, and it will give us the output. Okay, so next time, let's say like we are writing some program and we want to use this. Okay, we want to get some specific task done. For example, like I want to get results of some like integer addition. Okay, simply like I'm running around and I can simply do this. Okay, I want to print this. I can type addition, let's say 345 comma 555. Okay, in this way I can get the output of it. I can simply press save this file and execute it again, and we got 7 and output 900. Okay, now you see, like if for performing the addition, not every time we need to write x plus y or something. We can simply call the function. Okay, so the point of this whole function is that it's reusable. You can see one time we created the source code for, see, I created very simple task, right? I created very simple function, but in reality you will create more complex function. I will show you one example with that also as well. Okay, so what we do, basically we write the source code for that one time, and afterward we can simply call it anywhere, right? We can call it anywhere, and this will save a lot of time because we are reusing the source code again and again simply by calling it, right? Calling also very easy. You can simply provide the name of function and provide some certain parameters that it will take, right? Okay, so this is like basic functions. I want to give you one proper example of function, so let me show you a proper example of a Python function. Okay team, so yeah, you can see on the screen we have taken three functions. Okay, very simple functions. First function is known as is even, second function is odd, and third function is square. Okay, basically what we are doing in is even function, we will be checking if the number that we provide is, if it is like even or not. Okay, second function, it will check if the number is odd or not. Okay, third function, you can see it checks if it doesn't check, it basically provides the output in the format of square of that number. Okay, and it is like very simple functions. Next, what we are doing here, we can either, you can provide the number as directly hard code, or what you can do, you can use int, then you can use input function. Okay, and here we can provide like enter a number. Okay, let me fix this also. Yeah, so here we will be taking an input from user, and then we will check for that number if the number is even or if the number is odd, and then we will print the square of that number. Okay, again here you can see I'm using f string. Okay, formatted embedded string, where what we are doing, f, if you provide f double quotes string, and any variable you want to use, you can simply put in this curly braces. Okay, an interesting thing here, you can see we are calling the square function also. As I told, calling the function is very simple. You just provide the function and provide the value. So since we are taking the value on runtime at from user, so we don't provide, we can just provide the num. Okay, so let me save this and let us run this program. We can run in the same format. Okay, it is asking enter a number, so I'm gonna put 7, click enter, and you can see the results. 7 is odd, the square of 7 is 49, right? So this is a very simple function example using which you can understand how function works. Okay, what we are doing, we are creating a simple function, then we are calling it. Okay, now see the thing that I said in the beginning, function is reusable. Okay, so next time if I have some number, if I want to check if it is odd or not, we can simply call these functions. Okay, also, like if I want to get the result, like if I have very big number, for example, if I run it again, and let's say I have a very big number 775. Okay, now the thing is, I cannot take square of this number directly, right? It is big number, so I can call the function like square function simply, and it will print the square of this function very easily, right? So these functions are like reusable programs which can be used anywhere in your set. Okay, so yeah, function, I hope you got to understand. Now what I want to show you is what exactly is Python modules, and how do we work with Python modules. Okay, so let me show you that as well. Okay team, now let's talk about Python modules. Okay, so before that, I will be creating a new file whose name will be math_operations, and it will be also a Python formatted file with py. Okay, so inside this file, basically what I'm going to do is create Python functions for like mathematics. Okay, and these are the basic functions I created. Okay, add function, subtract function, multiplication function, divide function. Okay, in division I'm using if else condition for like in case we receive the condition where like we are doing division by 0. Okay, so that will error. Okay, so if else condition I'm using in case of Python, divide function. Okay, so these functions I have created, right? Let me save this. Okay, now it is in separate file, and basically what I can do, if let's say if my Python program is in some other file, okay, and I want to use functionalities of these things, I want to use this mathematics functions, how do we do that? Okay, for example, let's say this is the file where I'm going to write my commands. Okay, or like source code. Okay, so what I can do, and my requirement is that I want to use these functions. these functions which exist in some other file with the file name is math_operations. So I want to use these functions inside this file, right? So what I will do, I will run the command import, and you see one option appears, math_operations. Okay, that means ki we are basically importing all the functions that exist in another file. Okay, so once you have imported it, now you can literally call the functions that exist here. Let me show you that as well. Okay, for example, let's say I create a variable a equal to, now let's say I want to call the addition function. Okay, so what I will do, I will type like math operations dot add. Okay, so in that format, and I can provide the value, let's say 5,6. Okay, so you see, like we have not created any function for addition. Instead we have created separately, and we are importing that. Okay, importing that here. Okay, basically this now math operation, this will be known as modules. Okay, we have literally created a separate file, we created functions in that, and we are importing it. Okay, so now math operations is known as module. Okay, now what I can do, I can simply print this, print into a. Okay, so if I save this file, execute it, you see value given correctly, right? Value given correctly because we were able to utilize the function that exists in another file. We can simply call it using the import keyword. Okay, first we can import the whole file. Okay, basically we have created, this is a module actually. You can call this whole file as a module. So we have imported that module and all the functions that exist inside that file, and now we can use those functions. Okay, another way of printing this, for example, like I can directly put it in print function also. Print, let's say I want to use the subtract function, so I can call in this format math operations dot subtract. Okay, and inside it I can pass some value, right? Let's say 7,4. Output should be coming as 3, right? So I can run this, click enter, and you can see output is 3. And as I explain again and again, I'm telling you about the formatted string. To make it look little better, what I can do, I can use formatted string f double quotes the subtraction function result is this format, and here I can put curly braces, close it with curly braces, double quotes. Okay, because see, now we can simply utilize the variables and functions using the curly braces. Okay, now I can save this, and this will look little bit better. Okay, I can wait, let me put this one also and save this and execute the command again, and I can see the result is subtraction function result is 3. Okay, now this looks better, and now you know how do we use this what is that, modules, Python modules. Okay, we can literally create functions in a separate file, and we can import that file functions directly using the keyword import, name of the file, and then we can call the functions that exist inside it. Okay, very simple example. Another few more examples we can take. For example, let's say I want to create one variable b, and let's say I want to use the module math operations dot, let's say, multiply. Okay, and value that I want to pass, in case like let's say I don't want to pass directly the value, so I can put x comma y. Okay, and here x comma y we can use like x equal to int input, and we can take the value as in this format like enter x. Okay, same thing we can do for y. Let me show you that as well. See, the whole point that I'm writing this long because I want to take the things so that they look little bit better. Okay, and here we can put y. So in that way x and y should work. Let us save this, let me clear screen, and let us execute the program again. So first it is asking for x value, which will be 5, enter, y value, which will be, let's say, 3. Okay, you know, like why it did not print, because we are supposed to print the b. Let me just do it again quickly. Print B. Okay, this is fine. Let me save this again and let us execute the program one more time. It should be this. Inter x will be 8, y will be 3, and yeah, you can see multiplication it was able to do, right? So in this way we can use Python modules and Python functions, and I hope you understood both of them. Okay, so now I wanted to give you an example where we'll be using a separate Python function and Python module together all together. Okay, so let me give you an example proper. Okay team, so now what we can do, already we have created this 4-5 mathematical functions, so we can, and we are already using the import, right? So we can what we can do, we can create this simple code, okay, where we have created 4 variables: result add, result subtract, result multiply, and result divide. Okay, and where we are calling all these functionalities, right? Math operations dot add, math operations dot subtract, math operations dot multiply, math operations dot divide. Okay, and then using the formatted string we are like calling them. Okay, simply let me execute it. Before, let me save this. We can execute simply by running the program, and yeah, all the results came very nicely, right? So yeah, this is about like functions and modules in Python. These are like, I hope like you understood properly how exactly they are created, how exactly functions and modules are being used. Okay, and this completes our module 1, which is day 1 to day 5. Okay, and next 6 to 10 we'll be working with network basics in Python. Okay, so yeah, just remember, do not forget to like continue this series till end so that you will be able to learn a lot. Okay, so yeah, thanks for watching and have a nice day.